The Boston Breakers are an American professional soccer club based in the Boston neighborhood of Allston. The team competes in the National Women's Soccer League. They replaced the original Breakers, who competed in the defunct Women's United Soccer Association. Is the Boston area's professional women's soccer team. The Breakers currently play the home games at Jordan Field in Boston, Massachusetts, and are managed by Matt Beard. History. Original franchise. The original Boston Breakers played in the WUSA from 2001 to 2003. In the final season in the WUSA, the Breakers had the best record and placed first in the regular season before losing to the Washington Freedom in the semi-finals. Women's professional soccer. Re-establishment. The formation of women's professional soccer was announced on September 4, 2007, during which time it was also announced that a franchise had been awarded to Boston. The Boston Breakers franchise was officially unveiled on October 26, 2008. At the time it was the only professional women's sports team in Massachusetts. Joe Cummings was named the president and general manager, and he had previously worked for the Breakers franchise in the WUSA. In September 2007, Tony DiCicco was appointed as the club's first head coach. During the WPS national team player allocation on September 16, 2008, the Breakers acquired Heather Mitts and former Breakers players Kristen Lillian Angela Huckles. The club acquired Amy Rodriguez as the first overall pick in the 2009 WPS soccer draft in St. Louis on January 30, 2009. 2009 season. The Breakers played their debut match in the inaugural season of women's professional soccer against FC Gold Pride in Santa Clara, California, losing 2-1. Its first home match was against St. Louis Athletica on April 11, 2009, in which the Breakers lost 2-0. The Breakers finished the season in 5th place with a 7-9-4 record. 2010 season, 2011 season, 2012 league suspension. On January 16, 2012, the Breakers announced that they signed United States U-23 national team defender Bianca D'Agostino. Australian national team forward Kai Simon was acquired by the Breakers in anticipation of the 2012 season as well. Simon scored 2 goals against Norway in the 2011 World Cup, which advanced Australia to the quarter-finals. Her goals made her the first ever Aboriginal to score a goal in a World Cup tournament. The league announced on January 30, 2012 that the 2012 women's professional soccer season was suspended. On February 9, 2012, the club announced it would compete in the newly formed WPSL Elite for the 2012 season, with the expectation that it would rejoin the WPS for the 2013 season. The semi-pro league has no restrictions on the types of players, whether they be professional or amateur. After the WPS suspension, goalkeeper Alyssa Narea returned to her former club, Turbine Potsdam, after playing for the Breakers during the 2010 and 2011 seasons. Women's Premier Soccer League Elite. In 2012, the Boston Breakers joined the Women's Premier Soccer League Elite. The team finished in first place, clinching the regular season title with a 1-1-3 record, the best season in the franchise history. They lost 3-1 against the Chicago Red Stars in the WPSL Elite semi-finals. National Women's Soccer League. In November 2012, it was announced that the Breakers would be one of 8 teams in a new women's professional soccer league sponsored by the United States Soccer Federation, the Canadian Soccer Association and the Mexican Football Federation. On January 11, 2013, the league held its player allocation for the national team players, with Boston receiving 7 players, including 2 returning former Breakers Heather O'Reilly and Heather Mitts. The other players assigned to the Breakers were Anissa Guijardo, Adriana Leon, Sydney Leroux, Cecilia Santiago, and Rhianne Wilkinson. 2013 season. The 2013 Boston Breakers season is the club's 8th overall year of existence, 4th consecutive year, and first year as a member of the National Women's Soccer League. They played 22 games, finishing with 8 wins, 6 draws, and 8 losses. They did not qualify for the postseason playoffs, and finished the season at 5th place in an 8-team league. 2014 season. The 2014 Boston Breakers season is the club's 9th overall year of existence, 5th consecutive year, and second year as a member of the National Women's Soccer League. They played 24 games, finishing with 6 wins, 2 draws, and 16 losses. They did not qualify for the postseason playoffs, and finished the season at 8th place in a 9-team league. 2015 season. The 2015 Boston Breakers season is the club's 10th overall year of existence, 6th consecutive year, and third year as a member of the National Women's Soccer League. They played 20 games, finishing with 4 wins, 3 draws, and 13 losses. They did not qualify for the postseason playoffs, and finished the season at 9th place in a 9-team league. 2016 season. The 2016 Boston Breakers season is the club's 11th overall year of existence, 7th consecutive year, and 4th year as a member of the National Women's Soccer League. Stadium: Jordan Field. The Boston Breakers currently play the home games at Jordan Field, a 4,000-seat, multi-purpose facility located on the campus of Harvard University in Cambridge, Massachusetts. Jordan Field was formerly known as Soldiers Field Soccer Stadium. Harvard Stadium. Boston used Harvard Stadium, the 30,323-seat home football stadium of the Harvard Crimson, from 2009 through 2011. In 2012, shortly after joining the newly created Women's Premier Soccer League Elite, the Breakers moved the home field to Jordan Field. The Breakers previously played at Del Boy Stadium in the Boston suburb of Somerville, Massachusetts for their 2012 and 2013 seasons. The move from Harvard to Del Boy concurrent with the league move to the WPSL Elite. Supporters. The team has a loyal fan group known as the Riptide and an official supporters group called the Boston Armada. Players and coaches. Current squad as of May 11, 2016. Note: flags indicate national team as defined under FIFA eligibility rules. Players may hold more than one non-FIFA nationality. Head coaches: Matt Beard, Tom Durkin, Kat Whitehall, Lisa Cole, Tony DiCicco. Ownership and team management. Michael Stoller is a managing partner of Boston Women's Soccer, LLC, the ownership group overseeing the Breakers. Records and statistics. Honors. Individual Player Awards: Amy Lepperlbet, WPS 2009-2010 Defender of the Year, Player of the Week, Player of the Month, Pillars of Excellence in Summer 2009. The Breakers began a tradition of honoring legends from the past with commemorative banners at Harvard Stadium. The award's Pillars of Excellence name was influenced by the stadium's iconic colonnade. Players from both Boston Breakers and the WPSL Elite (NWSL) entry are considered. Maren Minot became the first inductee during a halftime ceremony on May 17, 2009 when the Breakers hosted the Washington Freedom. During her final season in 2003, Minot was named the WUSA's Most Valuable Player for the regular season and MVP of the WUSA All-Star Game. game. Angela Huckles was inducted on May 1, 2010 during a home game against the Chicago Red Stars. Kristen Lilly was inducted during halftime of a match against the Philadelphia Independents May 23, 2011. Leslie Osborne was inducted during halftime of a home game against Sky Blue FC.